Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. So, the Americans would like to send men or humans back is the keyword, to the moon. But it seems like they have some technological problems. Well, they didn't have 50 years ago when we were sending them to the moon like, puck, 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 just like that, with that technology. And now it's harder. What does that tell you? Well, I'm going to have a few questions, if you don't mind, regarding the return of the humans to the moon. We have this little article here coming from some mechanics, popular mechanics. And this is from January 11th, 2024. Well, so much for sending humans back to the moon in 2024. Well, that one, it ain't gonna happen unless these guys agree up there and gonna say like this: this time I'm gonna tell, so stop. Oh, cancel the, tell them we're not gonna send anybody back, because the guys will not keep their mouth shut. Maybe like we kept it when they did it, and we keep it, they don't want to do it again. All right, space is hard. No shit. I thought it's very soft actually. Here's why NASA is delaying the much anticipated Artemis 3 mission. Because it's hard. It wasn't hard in what, 1969 or whatever that was, 19 whatever. And look back when Kennedy had that famous speech, we're going to send someone to the moon, was in 1961. So 1961, he had a talk. We didn't have much. So we did everything at that point. So what, in 8 years, we landed humans on the moon with that technology? Have you been to Cape Canaveral or to, now it's called, I think, JFK, Kennedy Space Center? Have you been over there? I've been. Did you look at the capsule? I did. Well, you know what's missing from those capsules? Nails. That's all that's missing. Everything, they got it. I remember I was with someone over there, some engineers, friends and family, and they said, and they tell us that flew and then came back. Okay, now let's go to this, back to the article. Oh man, so funny. I think in November 2024, NASA had planned to return, like the third time I hear this, astronauts to lunar orbit through the Artemis 2 mission, but those dreams have been postponed. NASA officials announced on Tuesday that Artemis 2 won't launch until at least September of 2025. They can't launch something that have been launched millions of times, and they wait, what, 2 years? 2024, 2025? From now to September 2025 is almost 2 years. They need 2 years to work on something they were capable in 8 years in 1960s, from 61 to 69. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you believe that? This is like the computers. Imagine that right now people would come with, I don't know, the first computer. I'm not going to talk about the one in the initial computers that try to decode the Germans' Enigma. They have like 3 houses or something big. Not that kind of computer. Let's go to the, desk computer with Microsoft, with those guys. What, in 1980s, 70s, 80s? And look at that technology then and what you have now. If you buy a computer now, let's say you buy a laptop today, in 1 year that's going to be like bye-bye, old news, done. That's how technology, supposedly, how fast it evolves in technological years. So you're telling me that those guys then, 50 years ago, send, I don't know how many missions, 12 Apollos, 11, 13, how many, 14, 19 Apollos they sent to the moon, back and forth with no accidents. And now they tell me that they need 2 years to figure out how to send to the orbit? In 2023, I mean, even if you don't know anything about the subject, man, I don't know technology, whatever. It's, imagine a Cadillac from 1976 versus a, I don't know, a car that you would build right now. The technology. I'm not saying those cars were not built stronger, but the technology evolved. The shocks and other things. They don't want to use it anymore because it's more expensive or work on that one. And they want your shit to die in 3 years so you can buy another one. It's not like it used to be. Like the Americans, made in the USA, you die with it. You put it in your casket when you die. No, 3 years you're done, like your phone. You pay what, 1,500 for the newest phone and it dies in 2 years, they bombard it. You see, what the fuck, new phone? Done at low doesn't work. Why? Oh, it's old. You go to the Apple store and say it's old. What are I talking about? It's 2 years old. Oh, technology. And you can figure it out. So mine worked for about, I don't know, 50 years until I die. And no. All right, let's go back to the garbage article. At least until September 2025, and cited ongoing tests of equipment necessary to ensure astronaut safety as the cause. So they need 2 years. Are they just designing it now? What's going on? I think those guys over there, which is the Russians and the Chinese, will say, this time we're going to tell everybody else that we don't accept your movies. I mean, your recordings from the landing. And this guy's going to say, yeah, but when it was Sputnik, when you send, what, Leica, what did we say? We kept our mouth shut, right? We believe that Gagarin went over there, and supposedly it was someone before that blew when he came down, and Gagarin never been over there. We didn't say that, okay? And now you're gonna tell on us? Pinky promise, remember the pinky promise? Maybe the dingo ate your baby. As a result of this delay, the subsequent Artemis 3 moon landing mission has been delayed until 2026. These guys are starting from scrap, from zero. So they started in 2023, 3 years. Those guys in 61 were better. Yeah, I mean, I gotta give you that. In 61, we didn't have diversity hire and garbage like that, and inclusion, DEI, equity, diversity and inclusion. We didn't have that garbage. So probably that could be it. You got these guys. My pussy hurts. Let me go to my safe space. I don't know what's going on over here. I graduated from MIT. I'm an intellectual. I'm educated. How did you get there? Some programs. Oh, fuck me, Freddy. 2024 was shaping up to the big year for space. No. With the war in Ukraine, there's no more understanding. And to be fair, it still is. Okay. NASA plans to finally send the Europa Clipper towards Jupiter's... Okay, no landing. Why? Well, there's certain kind of belts around that you really can't... if you go over there, you die. You know the name of those belts? Yeah, okay, good. According to NASA, what's wrong? NASA announcement on Tuesday, the space agency needs a bit more time to make sure the Artemis 2 is a mission success. Nearly a whole year of time. Originally slated to launch sometime in November of 2024, NASA new target date for the mission is now September 2025, when the war in Ukraine will end and we befriend the Russians again. And we start a garbage with the Chinese, or maybe we conquer both and then we're gonna give you another movie. Hollywood will be back in business. Let's go, guys. Bring we go to the studios, or you bring the shit here? Oh, like we did studio. Okay, studio time. Hey, let's go. It's only rock and roll. Yes, my friends. Yeah, they can't figure it out in 3 years now, but they figured it out from zero, from 61, just verbal. We're gonna go to the moon, and in 69 we weren't to the moon. And these guys are now in 2024, and it's like they start from zero now. We're gonna need what? It's an understanding. We'll see. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.